Yo, what's good? What's going on? Some of your favorite artists is Tethers. You got people like Fat Joe. Well, I don't think Fat Joe is nobody's favorite artist in the FBA community, But I was just thinking the other day, man. Like it's quiet out there. They've heard. They know it's cracking. These Tethers, and like I ain't heard much. You know, they pretty quiet on this. And I understand why, because most of them understand you don't bite the hand that feeds you. You know what I'm saying? So they playing, you know, Jimmy Neutron right now. But you do have some tethers out here crashing out, you know. Like I said, Fat Joe. Um, and I'm kind of slow to the social media shit in the sense that I'm not on social media like that. I just recently came across this video, Busta Rhymes talking about hip hop started in Africa. It originated in that. And I'm like, what type of this nigga must be on some good yay. I don't know where you came, like, what the hell is going on? You know what I'm saying? We got people just all in their feelings. Like, you notice that every other race is pretty much segregated. Although we've been trying to embrace all these races, you know, and like I said, they just show their ass. Why they take our money? The first second, the first instant they get wind of FBA's delineating, putting our foot down and setting parameters and, boundaries of everybody, panties is all up in they, you know what I'm saying? Like, what would possess this dude to come out and say something like that? I know he's Jamaican, and you know what I'm saying? Yo, you must be on some good blow, man. Really. And I find this, this is insulting. It is, man. You sat back all these years, what I'm role playing. You weren't talking about, your pride in Jamaica. I mean, I didn't never listen to that shit anyway. I'm talking about Busta Rhymes, you know what I'm saying? Woo ha and all that. Nigga, all that jumping around doing, like, it wasn't my, particular, but to each their own. But I'm saying, he was, I considered him. I didn't know. I thought the nigga was just like, a weird nigga from the Bronx or something, wherever he was from in New York. But all this time, man, like I said, role playing. But secretly, you know what I'm saying? See, this is what they do, man. You know, they sit back, imitate us, but secretly. So this nigga, so you sat back all these years and ate off hip hop, and you wait until your career is washed. I don't know. I mean, cause he wouldn't have dared spoke out like this if his career in the peak of his career. They were too busy trying to blend in with us. You know what I'm saying? And imitate us. You know. But you see now as they age, you know, their careers is washed or whatever, or has, declined, or now you see them coming out with their true feelings. People like Fat Joe, like I said, you know. But I'm not surprised. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, it's funny to me that you hear these people always protesting their pride and they different, whether it's Jamaicans, whether it's Latinos, riding around America in our fucking country. Excuse me, with they flags. You know what I'm saying? But the moment, like I said, people get wind of us delineating, all of a sudden, it's like, you know, shit is crazy, man. So what's the problem? Like I said, y'all been sticking up for each other. It was just the way of the world. Y'all saw no problem with it. Y'all want us to stay on the bottom, stay in a position of servitude. You know what I'm saying? Be meek, walk around with our head down, you know. But nah, you know, it's a new age. We not asking for shit. We taking shit, you know, like Nat Turner. So, nah, we ain't going, man. Well, we not gonna let any of this fuckery, because that's what this is. You know, and there's others. You got people like, and I'm saying as far as tethers, you got Gen Z tethers. People like Kodak, Kodak Black. And Nicki is not Gen Z, but Nicki Minaj, you know. And she ain't said nothing. And she not gonna say nothing right now. But as soon as, like I said, some younger female, and you see how she always hating on the younger artists. You know what I'm saying? So you pick up on these things, you know what I'm saying? They are jealous of us. So the moment Nicki career is over, man, you gonna see her. I wouldn't be surprised if you see her all of a sudden, cause like I said, what is she? Jamaican, Haitian, one or the other. You know what I'm saying? But role playing, you see, and I hating on her. You know what I'm saying? But saying these tethers, man, they clever. You know what I'm saying? As far as the imitation game, and all the while hiding their true feelings. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, man, people like I can't even remember dude's name now that quick. You know, Busta Rhymes. People like him. Like I said, man, you never would have said this shit back in the day. You know, but this whole time. So these tethers, man, they need to be weeded out. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't stand on no issues for real for FBAs, and it's obvious, man. You know what I'm saying? Because instead of coming out, if y'all had anything to say on the issue, instead of coming out in support and saying, hell yeah, we stand on whatever FBA is standing on. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about black folk, Africans, Jamaicans, Haitians, Caribbean, whatever. Instead of coming, so you see where we really stand with these people. Like I said, no allies. Instead of coming out and saying, yeah, we stand on whatever they standing on. You know, we got people now want to come on and try to, with this dissension, contention. Or we started this, we started that. Come on, man. Now y'all doing the same thing white supremacy construct does. They try to erase the true history of FBAs in this country, our contributions, our accomplishments. Y'all doing the same damn thing. Trying to take credit for shit that y'all don't deserve. Why? Why? Could it be, like I said, you Haitians, you Jamaicans, woo woo, talking about, how proud y'all are, want to come on the net talking. Now y'all want to talk. Why the hell y'all here though? Look at y'all countries, man. Haiti's, like I said, is a hellhole. 90% of it gang control. They raping women. They raping kids over there. Corrupt as hell. Jamaica too, outside of the little tourist site. You know what I'm saying? hellholes. You know what I'm saying? So what if y'all so proud, build your shit up. What? Why are they looking like that? Outside of where white influence exists. Y'all pathetic, man. Y'all really are. So like I said, man, don't try to hop on our coattail. Y'all really been on our coattail. If it ain't FBA's making that shit popping, it ain't popping. Let's be real. When we say it ain't popping no more, that shit done. That's fashion, you know, as far as music, whatever the case. So we create the waves. You know what I'm saying? They'll ride the wave for long as it benefit them. You know, but when the wave is over, you know. So, like I said, man, notice that these people that's popping out, all of a sudden now talking about, you know, they want to profess I'm talking about people that's here though. Role playing. That now want to pop out proclaiming they pride. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, like I said, they countries is shitholes. And y'all ain't doing nothing to make your countries better. Nothing at all. Y'all over here, like I said. But it is what it is. We're gonna see more and more of these tethers crashing out. You know, because they just can't hide their true feelings, you know. It's something about FBA standing proud, standing tall, man. You know what I'm saying? And standing on business that just irks them to the core. You know what I'm saying? So they'll cut their nose off to spite their face. We seen that, you know. And that's why, you know what I'm saying, FBA's boycotted the BET Awards. That dry ass shit, ain't no. You know, we don't want to see Fat Joe. We don't want to see Busted Rhymes. You know what I'm saying? Your big goofy ass talking about, you know damn well you ought to slap yourself for saying some shit like that. Come on, man. Goofy asses. No ops left skater. You already know.